Hey guys, Richard here for AndroidCentral.com. We're taking a look today at the Padfone 2 from ASUS. They're kind of smartphone come tablet combination hybrid device. So we've got two boxes here, one with a phone, one with a tablet. We'll take the tablet off to one side and we'll just take the phone out of the box here. I'm not going to do an unboxing because we don't like those and they're boring. So we'll take the phone out, get rid of the box, and we'll take a look at the device itself. So the Padfone 2 is a 4.7 inch device, mainly constructed of plastic. It's a little bit scratchy here on the back, but it is quite light, quite thin. Got standard controls here, volume rocker, on-off switch. We've got the 3.5mm headphone jack up here at the top with the SIM tray, nothing on that side, and we've got the charging port down here at the bottom, along with the two docking pins. So, as we can see, it's it's a pretty normal looking Android smartphone. It's quite light, as we mentioned. It's mainly made of plastic. We'll fire it on here and we'll take a look at the software. So we're running Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. So not the latest version, but we are on 4.1.1. And because this is ASUS, it is a relatively unmolested version of Android. Anyone who's familiar with any of their tablets will know that ASUS is pretty good at keeping the bloatware down and keeping the updates relatively quick. So one of the customizations we have got is here in the notification tray. We've got settings here for brightness, to change the brightness without having to delve into the settings, and we've also got this scrollable quick toggle menu here at the top, things like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, even one there for the instant dictionary. So it kind of mimics a little bit of the functionality here of the quick settings Android 4.2, but keeping within ASUS's own way of doing things. First impressions on the performance, very snappy. We've got a Snapdragon S4 Pro with 2GB of RAM inside, pushing everything along. So this phone, despite being technically 6 months old, is no slouch. And as you can see here, everything very snappy, very speedy, and Project Butter doing its job very well. Jumping into the app drawer, again, as we can see, very much a plain old Android experience. We've got a tab here for pad-only apps. With obviously having the tablet, we can designate certain applications only to be used when the tablet is docked. Otherwise, we've got some ASUS applications here. We've got like a gallery. We've got like a picture book story thing here, a few little bits and pieces, but on the whole, very light customizations. 13 megapixel camera there on the back, 1.3 megapixel camera here on the front. Both cameras are surprisingly good. I say surprisingly as if I am surprised, but they are pretty good. So we'll bring the tablet in. This is essentially just a screen with a battery and a big slot on the back. There's no sort of tablet internals or anything. This is basically just a dock with a big battery inside. So we can see it kind of bears resemblance to most of ASUS's other tablet devices. Of course, we've got this large hump here on the back where the phone docks in. Now, the good thing with the Padfone 2 over the original is that the phone just docks in, just slides in like that, and then fires up. There's a little slight delay of a couple of seconds when you dock, but nothing too drastic. The original Padfone, of course, had a door, and it's a slightly more frustrating process. But otherwise, it's what you would call the more traditional 10-inch tablet UI. Very familiar to anybody who's used an ASUS tablet before. Very lightly touched again. We've got all the same apps, all the same widgets. Everything that's on the phone is now on the tablet, and that includes the phone app, and that includes the text messaging app. Everything that's on the phone is on here. One good thing we have noticed here is the intelligent mode for the battery, and that basically will send the power to where it's required at a particular time. Here we can see the phone app. It is a giant 10-inch phone, as you can see. But luckily you're not going to be expected to hold it to your head. There is no earpiece. We've got ASUS's little floating apps down here, things like the audio, video players, email, web browsers. Handy little things to have on a 10-inch tablet. Makes much better use of the added screen real estate. Camera, again, because it's using the phone camera, you get the same camera app as on the phone, and the camera app is actually very, very good. We'll be taking a look at that in the full review. So there we go, very quick hands-on with the ASUS Padfone 2. Stick around for the full review.